So before the oyster grow system, oysters were grown by bags with floats attached to the bags. And a lot of the oyster farmers now are moving into more aggressive water. From a loss point of view, if a big storm comes through and it tears up their bags, they're not only losing oysters through mortality, they're also losing oysters because their bags are failing as well. So Oyster Grow, I'm happy to say, is invented in New Brunswick. It's the most efficient system and it's the most robust system as well. With Oyster Grow, everything's now in a cage, so 6 bags are in a cage. And periodically you rotate the cage onto the floats, so the whole cage is out of the water, and that kills any of the biofouling. And then you just flip them back into the feeding position. So it's a very easy way of working with the oysters, but gives you a high level of control and gives you that quality that people are looking for. We've changed the manufacturing process from the point of view, we added a lot of 5S principles and lean principles. We also come up with standard operated procedures. BBI Plastics of old was a support business for our Oyster Grow and our BBI Marine. 4 years ago, we looked at the business and decided that in Atlantic Canada, there is no one who offers a full-blown trade molding service. So we decided to reinvent ourselves and invest. And that's fundamentally brought us to where we are today, where we use state-of-the-art German injection molding equipment. There's the engineering challenge, which is easy for geeks like me, but there's also the challenge of having the buy-in from the staff. It's basically explaining it in such a way that you're getting their buy-in and having them participate so they feel like they're part of the change and actually they're dictating the change. So a lot of seed planting rather than just walking in there and going, you're going to be working this way from now on, basically involving them in the conversation. It makes things a little bit slower, but it's a much more sustainable process long term, because then you can walk away and focus on other things because they own the process then. Predominantly, it was a learning curve. We had a set of staff that were very competent with the equipment that we had, but that equipment had a very limited offering. Bringing in the new equipment, all the staff had to go through retraining. We also introduced at that point in time new quality systems and process control. So it was really going from, you know, a run-of-the-mill molder all the way up to a very high level in probably 6 months. On top of that, we also brought in new members of staff, some of them local, some of them coming in from Ontario. And then training. So the equipment that we have, they're very supportive. They have training programs, and our staff did several of the programs to basically bring their skill level up so we can get the best out of the equipment for the customer. For the Oyster Grow system, we have brought in injection molded products that actually have strength properties that surpass the traditional cage methods. The gator hook is basically locks the door shut. Traditionally, we've just used bungee. Then we went to a slightly different hook, and now we've got the gator. It's got a very deep jaw, wide mouth, and as we say, it grabs and won't let go just like a gator, so that's why it's called the gator. But also it's allowing them to have visual management for the farmers that they've never had before, because we're offering them in a range of colours, so they can sector areas of their farm off by colours, which makes it much easier for them and their control of what they're going to be doing day to day on their sites. So as we've gone high technology and extensive investment into our plastics division, that skill level is now transferring to other areas of our business as well. You know, so all parts of the company are seeing the benefit of it. And the way I like to look at it is change brings an opportunity, but you've got to be ready to do something about it.